Welcome back! Welcome back! Hello! Thank you for watching my playthrough. We return and we are forced to kneel. We've died once, and now we have a broken companion, and we have the hero, and none of our actions are actioning. She's forcing us to kneel. The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart and has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. Uh-oh, I did this, this is my fault. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. Oh gosh, look at her face. Look at her face. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it. Voice of the hero. Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? The narrator? It certainly does, and beyond that, it more lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done, and I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her, and if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She's inevitable. Can't you feel it? Voice of the hero. He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay. First things first. You're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now, and if you're going to save the world, you need to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind. I haven't lost, narrator, please let me go. I want to stab her. Let me stab her. She's a stinker. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to pledge myself to her. What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. Oh. What happened to you after I died? Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it, but it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps. Or a pet. I don't want to be your pet! I'm a deer! I'm not... We're not pets! Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have very little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart. Okay. I'm not going to help you in the world. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do that. I see. Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle. Voice of the broken. Do it. It's what she wants. No objections here. We don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eyes fall on the blade, you feel a weight, some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer. Yes, pick up the blade, do it. You reach forward and grasp the blade. Stand. She's commanding me. Voice of the broken. This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We're probably gonna stand anyway. Yeah, exactly. Stand. You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually. To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat. Oh my gosh. What? Yeah, what? That's me. What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerve. Step forward and end this. End this. Oh, well, no, what? No, we're not ending that. We're not ending that. No. No! Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. And her. Slay the princess. Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess. Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lungs. I'm sorry. No, don't! As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility. No. Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs. Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop. The narrator, those are just words. You don't have to listen to her. It's what she wants. The voice of the broken. You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it. The narrator, your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs, but the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Gosh, I keep stabbing myself. Ah! Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now. What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next. Slay the princess! Oh my gosh, I'm not going to slay myself. No, please. Please. I am the Elden Deer. Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility. She sounds very powerful. The way she talks, oh my gosh. You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement. My bone and muscle is being exposed. You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will. You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to. Stop. She's making us stop? As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees as at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. Ew! Ew! Wow, she looks very intimidating right now. She looks like she's gonna step on us. Like, wow. Ah! Whoa. Hello, princess, ma'am. Hi. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours. Your devotion is misplaced. You surrendered to delusion, but something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death. Voice of the hero. This is a little demeaning, isn't it? Yeah, this is very demeaning. Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late. She's kind of cool. I wonder, like, what her team would be. Like, what would she do? I'm going to slay her, though. I'm committed. No. Yes. Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. Oh my gosh, we hit her. Oh my gosh, we sliced her. Achilles' heel. Take that. Crumple to the floor, princess. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance. She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. Oh my gosh, the blade that just stabbed me 1,000,000 times over. We're Kanka now. Wow. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Why is she smiling at me? As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this, can't we? You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason. It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness. Shut up! I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance. Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. Oh! There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disoriented lightness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. Oh my gosh, she's so strong. Muscle mommy? You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you, but the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust. You made me use my hands! I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me? You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this. The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall. but I don't feel liberated. I feel empty. Aside from the pain, I feel fine. I'm the hero. I am the hero. We are one. The broken is so weak. Cash money, no. What am I saying? Whoa! I got an achievement! She collapses to the floor, her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together. I suppose we were never going to get a happy ending here, were we? Nope. Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something. I guess. I'm still gonna resurrect, aren't I? Oh no, I'm still going to resurrect. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die. There's more chapters! What the heck? You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, okay, what the hell is that? Continued sobbing. I think he's upset. And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god. Voice of the stubborn. Oh my gosh. Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was and ever will be. You're damn right we did, and you'll get over it. Get over it. I can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us, and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed. Alright, enough chatter. I've got a thing I'm not supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. The narrator has a thing they're supposed to do? Okay, great. You're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of this path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her. And it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it? Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly you've already been here. Yeah, you think? Actually, I don't think we have been here. We have definitely not been in whatever scary landscape this is. This is all different, isn't it? Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have already said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now? Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things that you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. If this doesn't look like a path in the woods, if reality seems distorted, it's because reality is distorted. So you knew this could happen? You knew we'd be able to restart like this? Yeah, narrator, what are you doing? Tell us more. Look. If the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs, so you'd better take things seriously. Uh-oh. If I don't slay her, if I just stay here or do anything else and we hit this point of no return, then what happens? Then what happens? Have you been listening? It's the end is what happens. Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. It doesn't matter because we're going to win, says the voice of the stubborn. Now, that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely fine. Okay, let's go. No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well see this through. Ew, the sound of my footsteps are so gross. Good, we're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. And her. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before. Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now, and you're making it so much harder than it has to be. So stop whining. Proceed into the cabin. Okay, we have an interesting group of people. Oh my gosh. This looks grotesque. The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction. Carved marble columns holding a high arched roof. Vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. I agree, Hero. What the heck is going on? This is gross. This is getting weird and weirder. You did this. The narrator continues. The furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Approach the mirror. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, almost as if you don't see it, but you must, because it's right there in front of you. All we see is a damned mirror. It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now? Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her. Don't you want to see what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it. Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it. Let's get violent already. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time. Wipe the mirror clean. I want to see it. No! You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? No, I didn't want to go through! Where's my knife? Where's my... I didn't realize if I went there, it would go through. Uh-oh. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs. Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart? Come, See the hairs you wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hand set upon your throat. She's angry. She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you? You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination, and we're going to put an end to her once and for all. Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us? She was going to end the world last time. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important. I don't have my knife. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Okay. She looks terrifying. Ma'am. She kind of looks like Attack on Titan meets... I don't know. Why is her ribcage open? Her heart is out. Oh no, if only I had my blade. Uh-oh. What? Can I even stab her? Can I do anything? Are we able to do anything? The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams into the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest. Do you know what I'm going to do to you? Oh gosh. There's not so much as a moment of hesitation before she steps forward, her chains pulled taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her flesh. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. Is she going to kill us instantly? That'd make me feel a bit better about not being able to grab the knife. Oh. What? The chain? Oh god, you can see the skin on the floor. She's gonna kill me. And then, with the nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. Oh gosh, okay. That's cool, that's great. Okay, we should probably take another break here for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time with episode 3 as we continue. This is kind of crazy. I can't believe she just slipped out. And I don't have a knife. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.